Hello, welcome to this watercolor therapy channel, and this is the beginning of my journey, at least the public one. The inner one, it's one of the stages where I have decided also to share it publicly, and the aim is actually to help you to find through art that connection with yourself, with that your true nature, and to connect with your feelings, and actually like to help you go back to yourself, and just to open that your beautiful inner nature. And it's like I'm sharing my personal approach and way, and I'm doing it through art. I'm also certified art therapist, and I'm doing also it through watercolors. And generally this idea has appeared when I have started my own journey, 30 days journey back to myself through art, which is in this sketchbook, and it's really now valuable instrument, valuable tool for me. And then for several months I have been considering to create something which also would help other people in some way, like some really peaceful and relaxing way, which would be also beneficial for your nervous system, so that it will help to get relaxed and to get calm, and to start to listen to yourself, to your inward voice. But not that one which is usually criticizing you, but the one which supports you, and that one that your alive part. I will start painting, and meanwhile I will be explaining, because I think also maybe it's too boring to just to listen to me and not to watch something. But I would like to explain you that the idea is to help you to connect through art, through my voice, through my art practice, also to inspire you and to connect you to your inner nature and your value. And I will start, okay? So that it's also from one point I do feel like I want to talk, and from another point I feel also that I want to paint. So this video is not that kind of I don't want to make them like all those marketing advices. Know that first you need to place the hook and then something, and the most interesting and most valuable leave it for the end, so that the person would watch the whole video. This approach doesn't resonate with me, and my aim is to be myself, the way I am, and my only way is just to be here and now, imperfect. You will see what I will get, so that those actually something which will appear. I don't know what is going to appear today, because for me it's also some kind of, I know why I have started with this video, because I came across today with some message which actually really reached me deeply, that you know, there are some kind of like channeling messages, and for me it resonated really a lot. And that's actually what I have discovered when I was creating videos for my Back to Myself challenge, that when I was just every day was having some prompts, and then it was appearing just what was appearing. So it's the idea is of channeling through art. And I think that it's really resonated me, and actually it's what really works for me, because it helps me, this kind of painting, without aim, or yes, there is aim, like for today video, my aim, which has got inspired me, and what I want to share with you is the inner value, yeah, that self-value. That for me this concept has been quite complicated to understand, and sometimes I was feeling that I understand it, and then again I was getting into the traps of mind. So that was my initial prompt for this video. But the idea is that here is a space of letting go of control, and what I have noticed also, this kind of painting without reference and without knowing what you will get, but at the same time being present, so to interact, to have that kind of conversation, dialogue with your painting, it really, and at the same time commenting, like having self-reflection, like I'm doing now, that it's a bit challenging, but I think it's really valuable because it helps to connect with your inner truth, and I find this very awakening experience. So not sure how to call it, but that is the idea of this my series. That what I want to do is to have this kind of channeling through art. I have no idea. It just I felt yesterday. I felt that like all my world was falling apart, and I was. I had no idea what to do, because that I had, like, I think, to search for another way how I can express myself. And in fact, during this recent year, I have used many ways to find those moments and those tools are how to listen through art to my inner nature, and I have got many discoveries, and it feels like that too much what I wanted to share, and probably I just need to do it bit by bit, and this is going to be just the beginning. So about self-value, that the idea, what has resonated me really a lot is that when actually it's really important, and when we get different replies, and when we start to see our life with more clear vision, is when we feel and we are acting out of that state of deep connection with yourself, or with your, then like things make sense for you. And for this you need to connect with yourself. And it's something which the personality, the mind cannot actually control. And I always got really interested in that part when we with loose style, because I'm specializing in watercolor loose style, so that without pencil sketch, and now it's even more in intuitive painting, and it has been connected with that when you don't control something and you just need to trust, and it's really careful. And the thing that about like this self-value, that when we feel our value, that was for me as well, and I think it's something which is the most complicated part to differentiate, that your self-value, how it is in reality, and how you perceive it through the mind. That in fact we define our value by the feeling how other people perceive us, and whether other people find us really useful, helpful, and so that that kind of misunderstanding that if other people need me, and I make them happier with my help, with whatever I do, so then they appreciate me, they love me, and they need me. So that is a bit like the feeling that when I am needed, then I feel my value, no? Then I am valuable, and if other people don't need me, then I am not valuable, or what? So that I don't have that kind of value so much. And it's also some kind of trick, so that then what is the sense of your life? Then sense of your life to be valuable for another people, and to fulfill their needs. And if you don't fulfill their needs, then like you do not exist. So that is really like quite interesting, so that the sense of our life depends on other people. That if other people consider your existence, your life valuable, and so that like you do not feel you rely, or you transmit that responsibility of your value to the consideration of other people. And it's so important to have this feeling back to yourself, so that just by the way I am, no, because I know, just like when you are feeling that your part which is alive, and this is what actually makes you valuable, that when you exist. And I know, you know that I really love flowers, and it makes me think about flowers, or that sometimes, especially wildflowers, that when they grow, how do you find them? They are valuable or not? That if there is someone who can appreciate the beauty of that wildflower, so then you feel like, yeah, that this flower is valuable. But if not, so then that flower isn't valuable, or I mean, like it independently on the I mean that independently on whether it's someone appreciates or not your existence and your beauty, it doesn't mean that your life isn't precious, or that maybe it's not so valuable as you may consider. And I know it makes me really think about that how much power we give to the opinion of other people, and to let them define your value, your self-value, and also about that lack of your proper knowledge of your nature, or like insecurities, so that you don't feel strong enough, valuable enough to define and to accept that just the way you are already valuable, and your life is valuable. So I think it's something similar. I know what has appeared today with my painting, and it's just my first experience, because with the previous part I have been working with prompts, and this one is just like when I was feeling, without any prompt, and no idea. But that is also my way of practicing letting go of control, and also accept. Do not focus so much on the result, but focus on the process. And I think this is also that moment when I just connect. For me it's like meditation, but through art, through feelings, through colors. And I do invite you also to have those 5 minutes where you can just sit and play. I know that this video maybe isn't perfect, but I need to start from something. And I really felt that urge of my heart to start, and to start sharing this. And meanwhile I will practice, will create more of this kind of experiments, let's say, art experiments on connecting feelings with art, and this meditative art practice. I am sure that I will improve. And you know, the most complicated is to make the first step, and it's something which I am doing just because I feel. So that's I don't have really clear path nor clear steps to take. The only except that just to keep on doing the way I feel. So here it is. As well, I will start my Telegram channel, where I would like to share more about these experiences and this practice, and this my way towards myself. And if you find this helpful, I would be really glad to read about your feelings, how you have perceived this experience, whether it resonates with you, and or maybe also practice this and this kind of conscious painting as a connection with your inner self. So please share, because for me it's also is going to be really valuable to read about your experiences. And I feel like that is something which really inspires me to keep on doing. So I hope that I will create more videos. So this one is going to be just the first one, but will be more to come.